we are back.
And we're going to head into the ruins and try and take out another boss since we've been kind of avoiding them for a while.
Killed one Sonorous Prophet.
It's level 1, so it shouldn't...
I hope. The last one was 3, right?
It was level 3 for the last one, so I don't think this one's going to be too bad. We've been kind of avoiding
bosses and doing a lot of grinding and stuff.
Just doing grinding, just trying to get a feel for the game so we don't waste your guys' time.
Oh, we decided that based off of a request from, I think, the first week, when we said, like, hey guys, we're not entirely sure. I'll let this go through and then I'll continue.
Hopefully you remember.
Yeah, I will. Probably. Maybe. Probably not.
Something about being requested.
Ooh. So they punished this guy, and it looks like he broke out of the fucking the punishment like.
I bet this was a fun game to work on.
Things. I don't know what they're called.
We got our A team, so we'll see how this goes.
Must be silenced. Wow. So this guy was basically tortured in town. He broke out of it and escaped to here, and then he's like cackling and laughing up here, and they're like, "We need to get rid of this prophet that's talking about the end of days, cause he is ruining the ham."
Causing for everyone.
So we decided, guys, that because of the request of one amazing couchling, that they wanted us to, if we were going to finish this week, or if we were going to finish the game before we actually finish the game, if we're going to be done recording,
right?
We would take a bunch of fodder into the darkest dungeon, and we will. But we have a little hang-up. If this week does not fulfill our requirements of 50, 60 views per episode.
Yeah, that's about our threshold now, because it typically only goes down from there.
Yeah,
and we want to entertain as many of you as possible.
Yeah, on average for each episode for this next week, we'll throw a bonus episode to you guys of us just throwing like our weakest boys into the darkest dungeon.
If this ends up being our last week, we will do one bonus episode where it's just throwing everybody out.
We'll give a little pour one out for our homies, essentially.
Pour out
for the ones who want to see the series keep going, but unfortunately, viewership's not there. So we'll give you guys what you need. We'll sate your bloodlust.
I was listening to an Alan Arkin audiobook, and it was basically his memoir.
Wait, hold on.
Alan Arkin is he's an actor.
I meant the torch thing before you touched it. I was like, hold on.
Torches tend to never be a
I know, but we thought the same thing when the Eldritch Horror came out, and he was just like, hey, I'm gonna bamboozle you.
To be fair, that one was purple.
It did. I think it actually had like a red orb or something in it.
It did, and I just clicked it and thought, this doesn't matter. Yeah. It's fine. I didn't realize that was a thing in this game.
I'm just sitting here on your side saying, hey, man, remember that you're mortal. Things will kill you in a fucking heartbeat in this game.
Things will kill you regardless.
Memento mori, Samuel.
Take another one. But I was listening to his memoir on an audiobook. And by the way, Audible, it feels like a scam in kind of a way.
Oh, really?
I'll go into detail about that later.
Okay.
But in his podcast...
Guess we're never getting sponsored by Audible.
Probably not. He was writing things down, and he said things change, and he kept looking back at it and thinking about it more and more. And some people say, like, things change and more things stay the same. He's like, nah, I think things change is like the best.
The more things change, the more things stay the same.
That's what most people say, but as soon as he wrote down things change, he's like, I thought about it, and I went back and forth and kind of kept looking at it. But honestly, that's kind of like a nice distillation of life. Things do change. I mean, you can add other things to that sense if you want, but it's kind of the truth of life. Like, things just change, and you have to accommodate yourself to them.
What's his name? Alan
Arkin.
Alan Arkin, what's he do?
If you've seen Get Smart, the one with Steve Carell.
I have not. I know what you're referencing, yeah. So he wrote a book, but he's a director?
He's an actor. He's directed a little bit, but I don't know. But he's been an actor for
He's not the one who said the more things change, the more things
No, he didn't create that saying.
Okay, he was just remarking on it?
He was remarking on it because he was writing his memoir, which is what that audiobook was. And he's just reflecting on his life.
Just wanted to make sure I got 100% of what you're saying.
And I just thought that was really interesting. Going through my own stuff right now and just listening to that, I was like, yeah, that's actually true. There's really nothing else to add to that because that's kind of just what life is. Things change and
things stay the same.
Yeah, but even I'm not even sure I would go with things stay the same because things are so different after things change, because fundamentally if a radical change happens in your life, like finding another battle. Even the things that used to be the same are now viewed in a different light. You now have a different perspective on everything.
Yeah.
Nothing really stays the same.
I think the stay the same thing might have been more like, hey, you still have requirements of life. Like, you still need to
Right.
keep moving. You still need to wake up in the morning, man. You still need to keep going.
Because that is really
and
the only
pushing.
way to get through
But
things.
life has changed. Your meaning of life has changed. But, hey, you still have requirements. These are the things you need to...
There's still goals that you had
Yeah.
set forth before you, and no matter how much time you have, I feel like it's your responsibility as a person to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Shit's tough sometimes. All right, here we go. Let's get through this, because eventually it will get better.
I like the quote of spend time doing what you like, because regardless, the time will pass anyway.
Yes.
And that's not the quote, I'm paraphrasing it, but time will pass regardless of what you're doing. Make
Right.
sure you're doing what you enjoy doing.
You have time
in the
as-
short time you have as a fucking person on this world.
Don't
you know?
spend it doing things that you don't enjoy.
Yeah.
You always got to remember work-life balance, and
Yeah.
Just everything.
obviously, like, yeah, oh, I don't enjoy my work. I'm not saying quit your job.
no.
I'm saying, like, yeah, there's a balance of things, but don't make your entire work all work, no play. You know,
Right.
You need to find a balance in life, and the balance is different for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, for these guys, wearing shirts is their balance. You know,
I think so many
not wearing
people
shirts is the enemy's balance.
equate making money with having a job that's of purpose. But
Oh, I hate that.
I think more people, you can find a perfect life balance if you find a job that it fulfills you more, and stop worrying about how much does this pay? Is this going to give me this lavish lifestyle? Because at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't really help. And that's something that Alan Arkin actually went into in his memoir, is
Yeah.
even though he was successful on Broadway and things were going really well for him, he was still freaking miserable. He
Yeah.
was still like plagued by self-doubt and anxiety. So he started really getting into Buddhist traditions and finding a better way to live, a more thoughtful, and realizing, you know what?
Better for him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this, you know, like this stuff is great and this stuff is good, but if I don't find a good balance of myself, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Not saying everyone should go be Buddhist monks and shave your head, but I'm just
No,
saying,
find the balance for you.
yeah, finding your own personal balance. And it's interesting to always listen. It's interesting to listen to different viewpoints from those of who have lived, and just reminding it's like, oh yeah, the human condition, the human existence. It's pretty similar for a lot of us.
It is.
We should listen to each other.
We should take into account other people's experiences and evaluate them in our own lives based off of how we personally feel in a way that
Yes.
does not affect the original person, but we grow based off of what we've heard and learned. Hi, was that convoluted enough for you boys and girls? My name's
Yeah,
Chris.
two of these. Getting a little philosophical with you. We may curse, but we also like to bring down the philosophy every now and then.
It's flawed because we're flawed people, but hey, that's philosophy, aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
I'm shaking the screens. I'm laughing so hard. I'm doing that that like
The anime
shoulder
shake.
shake laughs, like ha 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 ha.
I know we could have used the campfire
Just
in
a
that
big
room.
jolly bitch.
Ooh.
That's all I am. Yeah, you can use the campfire wherever you want, man.
I
If your people aren't hurting, why? You know,
Yeah,
save it.
I mean, we're getting close to.
I
I'll
would
use
say
this next one.
I would say
Why
if you
it's the
don't
boss.
end the mission at the end of this hallway, use it
Yes.
there, and then you're fresh up by the time you have to make the trek
That's a
back.
good idea.
You know?
Don't want to touch that.
Nope, that's an Iron Maiden, which historically, supposedly, have never been used, and I feel like I mentioned this before. Hey, Skeleton Boys, if you guys don't mind us opening up the treasure chest, we'll just be on our way. Don't worry about it. Oh God!
Resist? No.
Nice,
Good.
good stun.
All right.
Set it off.
Let's do a grape shot.
Light the fire.
Bam.
I love Dismiss's grape shot because it's like 2 or 3 of them will take out any enemy or set up a kill for any of the people behind him. Which, along with what is that? No namer, right there. In the hat?
yes, no namer.
Yeah.
Used
it
to
works
be a miner,
perfectly.
but killed him off.
Yeah, sorry, miner.
Sorry, miner.
Yeah,
We haven't come across another one.
we want to keep people around, but at the same time, like we have to give
Gotta give all the
openings for
customers
everybody.
love.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't make it into a couchling here,
Apologies.
we bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we'll find more ways to try and include you guys in the videos.
Yeah.
The only reason we did this is because somebody mentioned they're like, hey, it'd be really cool if you rename people. I was like, we can rename people?
I knew that was a thing, but it didn't even occur to me that, we
Right?
should rename the couchlings. That would be fun.
So thank you to opening that avenue to share some love with you guys. We a little ignorant to some of those things, so the fact that somebody said it is like, oh yes, this is going to be a way that we're going to make us closer to the couchlings. This is a way where we're gonna put their bodies on the floor and basically be like, thank you guys for taking care of us.
Yeah, you guys make doing this worth it, 100%.
The last time we did that, I think, was
have a
Death Road to Canada. I don't think you need a key. Did it say it was locked?
It doesn't say it's locked, but you tend to get
extra compartments and shit.
Yeah, if it's cursed. All right.
If it is, pilfer,
produces
stuff
a random supply item. 20% scouting chance.
Scouting might be good if you're looking for traps and stuff for the rest of the dungeon. Does it say like how many time
This
cost
one
of
is
4?
good.
Yeah. Respite.
Let's do.
The last time we did couchling inclusion, I think, was Death Road to Canada. And again, like, we only made custom couchlings for a bunch of people who commented. I would love to return to Death Road to Canada. That was one of Mike's favorite games. That might be Mike's favorite game
It was a
that we've ever played, but it didn't have a huge following. So once we beat it, we stopped. I would love to have an excuse to go back to Death Road to Canada.
That was a cool game.
And then include all the couchlings as like rare characters or like specific characters.
I like it when we can do things like that.
Ooh, your torch is gone. Your torches are gone. And you got
okay.
ambushed in the middle of the night. Did you get ambushed because your torchlight went out?
I think we just got ambushed because that's what can happen during camping.
It just seemed weird that your
they're-
torchlight went out at the same time you got ambushed.
They're fairly weak. I'm pretty.
Nah, still, they ruined your long rest, Samuel.
They really did ruin my life.
These wandering monsters, they kicked down the door.
Bam.
Look at my receipt!
It's full of errors.
Why does everything need to be in a line item? We are using extra receipt paper. Receipt paper, oh my god, dude. Did you know that receipt paper is super heavy when you're delivering it in bundles of like 32 per box?
I remember working at, when we used to both work at Target.
It's like 60 pounds a box.
Damn it, I knew it was going to be trapped.
Fucking ridiculous. Oh, you resisted it though. It's
Okay,
fucking
that's good.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hefty.
We went to deliver to a golf course. 10. Oof. We went to deliver to a golf course at my last little seasonal job, and they were like, oh, yeah, can you deliver these 60 or 55 pound boxes into the building? So we went in. They were like, oh, actually, can you go bring it into our fucking storage room? It's just up these stairs. And there was like a 3 set of stairs, like little 3 or 4 stairs up to the side. And we're like, yeah, sure. Where do you want them put? And she goes, oh no, up here. Opens up a back door that was locked and like key coded. And there's another set of like 12, 15 stairs to go into a flight of stairs to go into a storage room. It's like, oh my fucking god. Yeah, of course you want to have us move 400
have to
pounds
do
of
that?
receipt paper. I mean, yeah, because they're like, oh, well, you're delivering it, but we don't want to move it. But at the same time, it's like, why isn't there an easier place to put this? Why do I need to put it into the storage room, I'm doing air quotes, attic? It's funny, because as soon as I walked into the room, in Sharpie on the wall against the plywood walls, it said, no more ghosts. I was like, oh god.
Someone's out.
But up there, all there was like the furnace and like the air ducts and stuff. And all you hear is like that weird like, like low sound of air and heat being pumped through the building. I was like, somebody came up here and had some weird shit happen to them, didn't they?
Maybe.
Now I'm up here delivering 400 pounds of receipt paper over like 6-7 boxes.
Chucky's gonna get me, I knew it.
I actually had a nightmare recently, and it wasn't like a nightmare, but it was like a bad dream, where I was like, ooh, I felt like I was being followed through the house, and I was like, that doesn't feel weird at all, right? And I went to bed, and all of a sudden there was like a plush tiger in the corner of the room, like a little plush tiger. And when I say little, I mean like medium dog size, like
That's what
golden
you get
retriever
for Ken
size.
Bianco so much.
And I looked over, and it was like, I was like, we never had a plush tiger. It was like, ah! It just jumped at me towards the bed. I was like, ah! And I just woke up. And Jen's like, you okay? Because I guess I like shook awake. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, huh, you were kind of like mumbling or shaking in your dreams. I was like, yeah, I just had a bad dream. She's like, oh, and held me. I was like, fuck you, tigers. Just like went back to bed.
Too many Calvin and Hobbes stories.
But it wasn't even like ferocious or scary. I was just like, I did not expect that to happen. That's a trap. That's a trap. That's a trappy trap. Oh,
Got it.
there you go. Very nice. So I saw the purple icons at the bottom.
I think that's the indicator that you are about to do it, or you see it, and you now get rid of it. So I think that's it.
Oh my God, we have to go all the way
I
back.
could have sworn it was going to be in there. I was like 90% sure.
The RNG probably changed. They probably changed it in the midway.
Probably.
Do we want to call this now? You know what? Unless the rest of these rooms are going to take more than 10 minutes, I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Let's see if we run into anything big.
Yeah.
Because this is episode 6, so I feel like we have to make this one long and then do. Actually, I don't know.
Are we gonna do a full episode of a dungeon the next episode? Like,
well, if we make it a short one, I think it'll fit. But it'll have to be a shorty.
Yeah. No. You know, let's go long on this one.
Okay.
Let's go long and strong and hard and cocksure.
Yes, very assured of everything in life. Grab this.
Pack contains loot. You were very sure about it. Wow, that's a lot of loot.
That is a lot of loot.
Forget the bloody pages. Just take the. No. There you go. Yeah. Perfect.
That's what I want.
That's what you wanted to do. Those guys look like they are gonna fuck you. You don't want to fight them. That's Wolverine right there. Look, there's another Wolverine, and that guy's stunned.
Big old nipples too.
Big old nipples. Big old fucking coin nipples. Welcome to the coin nipple family, Wolverine brothers. Fun fact for the audience out there, I decided to gauge nipple size with a couple friends recently.
Fun fact.
Oh, fun fact for me, I have fucking fat nipples. I'm sure Nick would enjoy hearing this.
He probably does. He probably is.
But
riveted.
we took like a dime or a coin. I can't remember if it was a dime or a coin or what coin it was, but it was a coin. And like covered up a friend's nipple. He's like, I got little tiny nipples. I feel so embarrassed about them. I was like, I've got fucking huge nipples and I feel embarrassed about them. Fuck nipple culture. We should have whatever nipples we were born with.
Yeah, nipples are.
And then he saw my nipples. He's like, no, you should feel bad about your nipples. I was like, fuck you, Kevin. Fuck you. I'm sitting here trying to show you my nipples to make you feel better about your nipples, and you're like, oh no, be embarrassed about your nipples. You have big fucking saucer nipples. I'm like, thanks, bitch.
Just wait till it's cold, then they turn smaller.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't have like dick nipples. I have like big areolas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got like big saucer areolas. I don't mean like long nipples. I mean, like just big.
Nipples, some people don't.
I've got that patch of areola that's just larger.
Into the mud.
Hey man, what did you just grab?
Portrait.
Grab a puzzle box.
Yes, I did.
Puzzle box is traditionally associated with madness and hell. Overture box. Okay,
Very
that's
rare,
different.
though.
Wow, yeah, keep it.
It's very good.
Could you not add on that extra green gem on top of the 4 that you had?
No, because it was a different type of gem.
Oh shit, was it? Okay.
Yeah, there's
Damn.
the
Easy peasy.
there's like the little like jades, and then there's the amethyst. I think.
Whoa. Amethyst is purple though, right?
Not amethyst.
Jade and
I can't remember.
This expedition at least promises
Emerald.
success.
Emerald's green, right?
It might have been an emerald, but
Jade,
it was a more rectangular shape.
Okay.
So it was not one that I could.
Scouting. Oh, there's a trap up ahead. That's the purple, right?
Yep.
Right there.
Got it.
Disarmed! See, we're getting better, boys and girls.
Yeah, we're making our way.
Downtown. Walking fast. Checking traps and not gonna die. Eldritch Hoarders over there. Not gonna die over there. There's a big guy over there. And he has huge nips. Just like Chris. And now he's crit. He's gonna die. Hopefully not fry. And I don't have rhymes for the rest of this song, so this is what you guys get
Let's make him bleed.
for the remainder of it. tonight.
Stunning blow. I appreciate your.
I love how you like, let's see where this goes, and you just waited for it.
I didn't feel it was right to interrupt you. I thought like you needed to finish this.
Like, this motherfucker's on a roll. He's very sad about his nipples. We need to let it fucking go through.
I can understand that blight. Nipples are weird. They like change size. Like if it's cold, like they're tiny, and then otherwise it's just like I don't know.
When I'm speaking nipples, I mean areola more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. 4chan has ruined me.
In
for
case you
nipple
ever
culture.
wondered about people's nipples.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know.
You guys can't see your face, but we will go over the top to describe our nipples to you.
Someone asked me like, "Oh, how come you never do face reveals?" And you guys don't want to see us.
You guys don't want to see us. Trust me.
I'm only.
We have huge nipples. What do you think our faces look like?
I'm only pretty in the dark.
No, Nick, they're not nipples. Trust me.
The light.
No, they are not. We are human
I'm only
beings.
pretty in the dark. Sam's the best looking out of all of us. I will say that.
Thank you.
Oh.
I had a debate, not a debate with my brother, but my brother saying that.
Which one of you YouTubers is the ugliest?
No, it wasn't even that. But we were just, it's like, yeah, I mean, we're not super pretty, but our parents did pretty good. We're not ugly. We do pretty well for ourselves. Like, yeah.
You got some brothers. You got some brothers.
I got a
You got some brothers, baby.
boss room.
I do think we need to stop here to end this episode to give us enough time for the next boss room because we're at 21 already.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
cliffhanger for the potentially last episode, boys and girls.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll talk about Sam's hot brothers later. Beep
No.
bop, beep bop boop. They're not hot. It's a cliffhanger, man.
They're
you gotta
good
leave
look-
them hanging.
They're good looking. But I
Gotta
wouldn't
leave 'em
say
hanging,
hot.
man.
We're not Hemsworths. Like we don't have that kind of like lineage of like they're gorgeous.
Did you hear that Liam's brother, Hemsworth's brother, whatever, got married to
Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus?